Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Welcome back. Now just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, I just like to say I am an experienced and professional, holistic and spiritual counsellor and mentor, and I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic counselling, mentorship, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. And I also offer astrology birth charts. Just check out the details in the description box below this video for more information. So let's dive in there and let's see what messages the cards have for you for both you and your person's love journey thus far. And let's see what messages the cards have for you about your person, Scorpio. Now, just before I dive in there, I just want to say happy birthday, Effie. Okay, guys, so let's go. Let's do this. What are you allowed to know? Okay, so you were coming in with the full card. All right, guys, this is the now. This is what's happening now at this point in time. All right. Okay, so you're coming in with the full card here. This is Aries. All right, Scorpio. Here. And Aries is ruled by Mars. All right, guys. And Aries is in your 6th house at this point in time. Alright, and your 6th house is ruled by Mercury. Here, this is about communication. Here. I get here in your reading is that this person, this full card, your person, definitely coming in as your person. There's a change happening here. Let me just have a look at that. There's the rethinking, the revising here. This is a strategy for your person. See, what I get there is they're looking back here, Scorpio. All right, this could be both you and your person, of course. You're looking back and you're thinking here about, I get here, how to get it right. See, this particular full card, it comes in as I was foolish in the past. I made the wrong move. I may have taken an incorrect action here. There may have been non-action. I didn't do it correct. I didn't come towards you correct here. Because it comes in as I just took a chance. I just did it, you know, I just did it a certain way here, just did it. I took a certain action, but I didn't think seriously about that action. Because this person is coming in with rethinking here, guys. Revisiting here in your reading. Yeah, because this is all about your person. Let me just get that. Yes, yes, yes. So it's about being better here. Them being better, not so much taking the correct approach. Of course, you want that here, but in order for them to take the correct approach here, guys, they've got to come in as taking the correct approach in terms of themselves here. Okay, I get here in your reading, it's really done your person's head in here, their mental health, their well-being. Because that is what the 6th house is about. And I get here in your reading is that it has even affected your person's work life and their performance at work here. And what I also pick up here with the full card is that it didn't bother your person in the past here. Because your person may have been the type of person that was able to bury their head in their work and just work really hard. Here, guys, you know, put their head down and just work. And most people can do that. You can do that when times when you struggle through some really difficult times here. You can, how would you say that, distract yourself from thinking about certain things here, because other things take your focus, all right, other things that are important to achieve. But I get here in your reading, for your person, they tried that here. But by doing that, in a way, what it talks about here in your reading, your person, it's like they were constantly reminded here of the actions that they took here, and how it has actually impacted on them, not so much other people and not so much you here. Now this is vice versa, all right, Scorpio. Okay, now you were coming in with the Empress. I do see this as you. The Empress is Venus, all right, it's ruled by Venus, and Venus rules Taurus, your second house, okay, which is your fifth house. Taurus is in your fifth house here, guys, of pleasure and creativity here. And it also rules, Venus also rules Libra, all right? And Libra is actually in your 12th house here. Things that, and your 12th house here in your reading, it's about reflection here. It's about, well, it's thinking seriously, most definitely here, because it is an end of a cycle, but you reflect, you look back here, guys, and you think about your achievements so far, because sometimes you don't realize that you've done certain things, that you've achieved certain milestones, guys, when you're actually going through it. Yeah, and sometimes you do have to kind of sit back and have a look and see how you have changed over time. I do see that the 12th house like that, eh? And so what have I changed here? And it's from that deep thought here, guys, yeah, that kind of reflection, that's deep, that's evaluation here, where you recognize, oh, hey, I need to implement some serious changes, or hey, I can take this path now, or wow, I've really done that with myself. It's like looking back on, let's say you went through, well, drug and alcohol addiction, and you made some serious changes there. Okay, guys, and you look back, all right, and you think to yourself, man, I used to be that way. I used to have I had a bad drug addiction here, and I used to be quite aggressive. I used to always get angry and mad, and my cravings were out of control. And it was that was my life. I really wanted, I didn't see it as wrong. And so you're able to look back and see those patterns and habits. It comes in that way. Yeah, so when you're coming in with Libra, here in your reading, you're really looking at the 7th house, guys, is about, when you're coming in with Libra, is about partnerships here, in relationships that you have built over time. And coming in that way, there's a lot to be said here, guys. See, it's a decision. It's definite. I know what I'm wanting. That's why your person is coming in this way towards you. They know what they want here, guys. They want stability. They want to be stable, because that's how the Empress is. I see the Empress is quite practical here, guys, because they actually take the action. They actually take the action here. They act here. They go out and make things happen for themselves. They make money, in a sense, here. They learn. They definitely learn along the way here, guys. They have a high intellect, in a sense, here. Yeah. And then you're coming in with compassion. You got wisdom, understanding and knowing here, knowledge here. You have wisdom, you have love here, Scorpio. And that's exactly what you were wanting here. It's about building new relationships, letting go of past relationships here. See, Neptune rules your 12th house here, guys. And Neptune is actually in Aries here. Yeah. And Neptune is actually in retrograde here, guys. So it's about rethinking here, guys. It's like I said, evaluation here about relationships, about how you built relationships, why you built relationships, what were those relationships built on here. Your patterns and your habits here. See, you're still coming in with health and well-being here, guys, because in Scorpio at this point in time you have Lilith, the black moon, and you also have Vesta here. It also comes in as here, well, I really need to sort things. I've got to sort things out. That's what I'm getting. I've got to sort it out. I know what it is that I need to sort. I can't leave it like this anymore. I just can't leave it there in the past and think that it's going to stay there. All right, guys? Unless I figure it out here, then I can sort it. And then I can let it go. Whatever it is that is playing on your person's mind. Yeah, of course, this could be you and how they treated you, but there's also an element here in your reading of a past here coming in with this particular full card. That may go back further than just you here. All right. Okay, guys. So let's come in with obstacles and challenges, all right? All right, so you're coming in with the Knights of Cups. You have the Four of Cups here, and you also have the Two of Cups here in your reading. Yeah, of course, I do get here in your reading the challenges to come back in again, come back in towards you. That's a challenge and an obstacle for your person. But what it also talks about here in your reading, Scorpio, is that this is both you and your person, okay? You're not the only one. They're not the only one. Now, it goes both ways here, okay? That is going in towards this Empress here. In terms of obstacles and challenges here, because like I said, it comes in as for your person, I want to come back towards you. Okay, you want, going back towards the Empress here. This Venus energy here in your reading. All right. Let's get another word for that. Okay, now See, this Four of Pentacles here in your reading is I'm hoping for another chance. I want another chance here. And that Four of Pentacles actually comes in as hope here, guys. Okay. Holding on to that hope, that wish here. That when your person makes the offer, that you're going to take it. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, of course, there is that feeling here, guys, of rejoice and celebration here, coming in with the Knight of Cups and the Two Cups here. And see, for your person, what it talks about there is sweeping you off your feet. That's what I'm getting. Wanting to sweep you off your feet and hoping here that it's going to work. I mean, quite honestly here, obstacles and challenges here. See, the obstacle and the challenge here in your reading for your person, yeah, is it going to work? That's what the obstacle and the challenge is. Because they are looking back, like I said, that reflection here, guys, looking back, because there is an ending to a cycle for your person here. And it is coming in as relationships here. Hence why your person is ready to take that step towards you. Because past relationships are ending here. And yes, of course, it means more to your person than just the Knight of Cups. But like I said, there are other people that are wanting your time and attention. And this is what your person knows here. That coming in with the Empress, here, there are people that want to come towards you. Because you actually have two choices here. That's how it's coming in. And see, with that Four of Pentacles, what it's talking about there in your reading is that they both hold on to that opportunity, that choice, that chance here, that wish, the hope here that you are going to choose them. It's the both of them that are coming towards you in a sense, because you've got two cups coming in. Yes, of course, like I said, this could very well be your person here. Or it is your person, but it's also, it could very well be another person as well. Okay, guys, so you are coming in. Now, this is the potential outcome. The Four of Swords. You have the Judgment card. I do see the Judgment card as Virgo, however. Alright, guys, I will get into that. Yeah. Okay, and you were also coming in with the Six of Pentacles. Now, Virgo is your 11th house here, guys. Yeah. You do have the South Node in Virgo. Virgo is in your 11th house. And the 11th house is innovation. It's change, you guys. Okay, it's technology. It's progress here. Because you are coming in with Uranus. And Uranus is actually in Gemini. And that comes in as communication. Because Gemini is ruled by Mercury here. Let me just get that one for you guys. There's intuitive nudges happening here, potentially here in your reading. You're definitely coming in as a choice here, guys, for yourself here. And Gemini is actually in your 4th house here, guys. And that's your private life. That's what I'm getting. Sorry, yeah. On. Sorry, Taurus is actually in your 7th house. Let me back that up here, okay? Taurus is actually in your 7th house, and Gemini is actually in your 8th house. And your 8th house here is actually coming in as death and transformations here, guys. Yeah. See, what it talks about there in your reading, what I'm picking up there is a foundation has changed here. And your person definitely knows it. I think you know it. I reckon you know that here, Scorpio, that changes are happening here. Even by way of communication, the communication has changed here between you and your person. It's not shallow in a sense here. It's actually deep. It's deep, meaningful, it's straight to the point. There's no mucking around here, no more reading between the lines here. Okay, so some people have a roundabout way of saying certain things, which can be seen as quite pessimistic here or narcissistic. I just want to make sure I touch on those things here. See, I get you picked that up now. Maybe in the past you may have convinced yourself, although they didn't mean that here. You definitely pick it up now. There's a lot to be said here, guys, when it comes to both you and your person. And even your person, I think in the way in which you communicate to your person, they pick up certain things now. Like, oh, that didn't go down well, or, oh, I don't think, it's like, oh, that didn't go down well, this is your person, oh, I don't quite like what that answer was here. Because instead of being straightforward, maybe here in your reading, you're saying certain things in a roundabout way here to get your point across, but to also make sure that your person isn't going to go back to their old patterns and habits here. Well, yeah, it can be quite pessimistic and narcissistic here, guys. Okay. See, it also comes in as not wanting to be gullible, not wanting to be naive here. Yeah. You do have foundation here coming in here as well. You do have something along those lines coming in. And it's, with the Six of Pentacles, what it talks about there in your reading, it comes in as equal give and take here. Let's keep going here, guys. So let's come in with the advice card. Okay, so you have the Nine of Pentacles here. You're independent. That's for real. Here in your reading. You're single. You're on your own here. With the Four of Swords, I get with the Four of Swords is, you're in a good space now. Because the Four of Swords really talks about healing from heartbreak here, guys. All right, Scorpio. Healing, and it does happen. Like, if you have been in a relationship for a very long time and you do decide to spend time apart, It does come in that way in your reading. There's a lot to be said here. All right. There's a lot of time. There's a lot of adjustments, shifts, changes that you go through. You hope that it's just going to be dealt with and it's going to be okay. Yeah. But it actually takes time. So reach out to me, book an image reading, tarot reading with me, as I'm not just a tarot reader. If you want to know the differences between the two, tarot reading and image reading, just check out the details in the description box below this video. Alright guys, and like I said, I'm also a holistic and spiritual counsellor. I have limited spaces available at this point in time, guys, if you want to work with me. Okay, image reading first. Now, I would also recommend that you check out the New Earth community, because I do work with my team, part of the New Earth community, all right? And yeah, I would be able to refer you to one of them, because they do the same, they follow the same framework as what I follow, okay? And they will do the counselling, the image reading, the same way in which I do. We actually do it the same way. We actually follow the same framework here, the same protocols. All right, guys, the same way. See, because what it talks about here, Scorpio, is that this Empress, the Empress card, definitely has something to offer. Definitely has something to bring to the table here. See, what I get here with the Empress card here, Scorpio, is that this person holds on to their independence. And so what that talks about there in your reading is that they actually like to pay their way. When I come in with likes to hold on to their independence, what I mean there is that this person is not codependent. That's what it talks about. Okay? All right, I am going to leave it there. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, Scorpio. Thank you for your reading, and I'll catch you later. All right, bye.